The restructure proposal for the old parishes of Bangalow, Mullumbimby and Byron Bay to merge into a new parish came at a time when the old parish of Byron Bay had been searching for a way forward. We realised that if we stayed as we were, with an ageing congregation and 3 churches to service, there was a limited time frame ahead of us. We had tried a few new things, but with very limited success. Once the restructuring was proposed by the diocese, our congregation generally thought it was a logical step forward and wanted to get moving as quickly as we could. Several months of discussion, led by Gail Hagan, helped representatives of each parish understand each other more fully and develop a shared vision of what a new parish would look like. Our expectation was that in rationalising the 3 parishes into one for the whole of the Byron area, closing some churches, centralising administration and pooling our resources, we stood the best chance of being a viable Anglican community into the future. Part of this would be a new style of ministry team, including a ministry leader rector and a community minister, to help us find an enduring role and ministry within the local community. The new parish of Byron came into being on the 1st of May this year. A new parish council was elected and we got going, with a lot of work from all involved sorting out the many initial issues. The overlay of the COVID restrictions added another layer of complexity, which took up a lot of our time working out how we were going to open op shops and start church services. Our locum Reverend Don Ford did a stellar job of getting us together, and now we have a permanent community minister in Reverend Rosie Winter to help and begin to look for new ways to engage with the community. While it is still new to us and definitely a work in progress, we are continuing to work through the issues. I think the people of the parish have warmed to the concept and have been prepared to see the benefits of combining rather than staying as we were. With goodwill on all sides, it is working, and we are excited about the prospects of what God has in store for us as we move forward.
The initial proposal of a restructure of Byron Bay, Bangalow and Mullumbimby was very timely for the former parish of Mullumbimby. The issue for the parish was not lack of money, but lack of people. The day-to-day running of the parish was done by a diocesan-approved committee rather than a parish council. The parish had been without a priest for 2 years by the time the coming together took place, and during that time numbers had continued to dwindle. Archdeacon Matthew Jones had oversight of the parish and Reverend Matthew Smedley assisted. The congregation, while not overly enthusiastic, and with regrets about what the parish had been in the past and questions about how the new entity would work, generally agreed that restructure was the only way forward for us. At the initial meeting between representatives of Byron Bay, Bangalow and Mullumbimby, there was a feeling of goodwill and enthusiasm for restructure. We discovered that we had similar goals and desires in social justice matters. There was enough common ground and momentum for change to carry the proposal forward. It was understood at the start that this would be a coming together of 3 equal entities and an acknowledgement that give and take and much grace would be required in order for it to be successful. I do not think that anyone regrets the change. It has been great to get to know and work with other parishioners. There have been practical and administrative issues to overcome, as we all expected, and we are working through them cooperatively. The appointment of a community minister had great appeal. It was seen as an exciting prospect, an opportunity to do things differently and engage more widely with the community. Byron Shire is unique in many ways, with a strong creative arts presence and other alternative groups. It offers possibilities for making connections and reaching groups traditionally outside the parish church. A community minister was seen as a good fit. Our vision is as yet unclear. as we await the other priests to join Reverend Rosie and form the ministry team. In the meantime, COVID-19 has changed society drastically, and we do not know what the new normal will be. The three parishes have stepped out in faith together. We look forward to what we will become.
Our previous parish here in Bangalow has been ticking along for some time with a small yet active social justice group, but little other change in a growing area popular with young families. The church is seen as part of the town, and when opened during the week, appreciated for its place of quiet peace, but of little interest otherwise. The hall and op shop have been, and still are, well patronised and seen as the main community relevant activity. So why change? Inspired by the November 2019 meeting for mission and ministry, our Bangalow representatives came back, enthused for a new approach to church. We realised the goals we wished to reach could best be accomplished by coming together as a ministry area. Byron Bay, Mullumbimby and Bangalow into the parish of Byron, and we were enthusiastic at the challenge ahead. The good news is that even initial doubters as to that decision are now on board and can already see the advantages of the broader church in new friendships and shared ideas. We hope to expand our outreach here in the Bangalow area in many new directions with this extra support, which would not have been possible before. This is especially the case with our social housing project here, which will benefit greatly from additional interested people. So, to any parishes looking at joining together, it's hard work, with lots of bumps on the road. But look to the future, whatever that may be, and give it a go.
Hello Synod members, I'm Rosie Winter, and newly appointed as Community Minister in the newly formed Byron Parish area. I am excited about this role as it gives opportunity to truly reach beyond the church and into community, developing a network of relationships based on trust and acceptance, to seek out opportunities, increasing outreach through understanding, listening and involvement within ministry areas and indeed the greater community. I am excited to establish links with community and the needs of the time, whilst identifying the gifts offered by many within groups, within and without the church, to chat to those in the regions across the Byron Parish on a regular basis, to pop in to say hello and to offer assistance where needed, to more clearly define relationship both with God, one another and the community. My role I see as one which crosses the liturgy to groups within the community, offering assistance and reassurance, and this includes local outreach groups and those further afield. I see the value in team ministry, therefore embracing the varied gifts of others, to assist each other and to uphold the other, to encourage and train others in lay ministry. My mission is to create inclusive, open worship spaces, to create safe spaces within the church buildings for those not accustomed to church, inviting those outside the church into creative groups, also to explore approaches to mission within community. I feel a passion to assist in the creation of exciting and uplifting services, those which can align with the needs of the time and that which are relevant to many who do not necessarily understand the concept of church. I feel excited around the concepts of vivid yet simplified teachings of Christ, and that all of these revolves around the words love, acceptance, inclusion and compassion.
Hi, I'm Graham Yeager from Gilgandra.
And I'm Brenda.
Brenda and I are very much looking forward to joining you in the Diocese of Grafton from mid-January next year as we join the ministry team of the newly formed parish of Byron. Our youngest daughter Tioni reflected to me last week that she knows our move is of God, because when we began the process of discernment, there seemed to be so many obstacles in the way, and all of these have now been resolved. In discerning and responding to God's call to the Byron ministry, a major positive influence has been the vision articulated through the Restructuring for Mission and Ministry document, and we offer our gratitude to all who have contributed to it. Brenda and I are excited to join our pilgrimage with yours as together we dare to live into the future God has for us. We are excited, and we sense among those of you that we've met a similar excitement for the future of the Anglican Church in the Diocese of Grafton, a future proclaiming the good news of Jesus Christ to God's people in this 21st century. May God richly bless your gathering together in Jesus' name.
See you soon.